Hi, my name is Greg Frazier, and we're going to talk about what are smart contracts. We're going to talk about the purpose of smart contracts and the components of smart contracts. What are smart contracts? Smart contracts are specialized software used to facilitate and enforce a formal agreement between two parties. Those two parties could be two businesses, two governments, to institutions, but typically, like most contracts, it's between people. And let's say what you want to buy is a Kestrel Legend SL road bike. You can actually purchase those online. That's a $2,500 bike. And what happens is you go to your phone or you go to your laptop, anyway, you get to a computer, and you go online and you select that bike, that $2,500 bike, and you place the order into a shopping cart, an electronic shopping cart. But in addition to those two parties, in a centralized monetary system, which is what our system is pre-Bitcoin and smart contracts, other parties come into play.
Let me cut in here for a moment. You don't need to know my identity. Let's just call me the informant. I'll pop in every now and then to shed a little more light on what the presenter is saying. What he's saying is that when you make an online purchase, you're essentially making that purchase through the financial institution that issued your credit card or debit card. So if you're using your debit card from your bank to make the online purchase, your bank is now a third party in the transaction, because the money for the electronic withdrawal to buy the road bike must be authorized by the bank. And in this scenario, the authorization only occurs if the money is in your bank account. And since you're making the purchase through Amazon.com, Amazon.com is another third party in the transaction, because Amazon's software is receiving the money from your bank account.
The issuing bank, the payment service provider, the other parties, even Amazon.com, they control the verification and validation of those transactions. A blockchain is a historical ledger of electronic transactions. That's it. Let's say you go to a grocery store before the advent of computers. This is prior to computers. And you walk into that grocery store and you want to buy 2 red onions. And you pay $1.79 for those 2 red onions from your favorite grocery store. And it just so happens that this grocery store has a fanatical owner. The store owner is fanatic about maintaining good records. So what the store owner does, he employs not 1, not 2, but 3 bookkeepers. This store owner employs not 1, not 2, but 3 bookkeepers. And those 3 bookkeepers record every transaction, every sale that takes place in that store. So when you go and buy your 2 onions and you pay $1.79, what happens is, and we're talking about before computers, so you go over to the old-fashioned cash register and he rings you up and the cash sale says $1.79. It's the job of the bookkeepers, all 3 of them, to record that transaction.